Do you ever have one game where you literally can't miss a single shot, your aim feels on lock, but then the next game you feel like you've never even played before? Yeah, that's not your aim, that's your brain. What's weird is nothing actually changed. Same setup, same mouse, same sensitivity, same warm-up, but somehow you're a completely different player. One game you're confident, decisive, everything just flows. Next game you're second guessing everything, over-flicking, missing easy shots. So what's actually changing? Before we get into it, you might be wondering, who is this guy and what the hell does he know? I don't blame you. To give you some perspective on me, I've had vast experience in CS, playing since Source. In CSGO, I won High School Esports League Spring Champs as the IGL.
See a Mexican electric scut. Oh, it's gonna be a triple kill in the favor. And it looks like Rice Farm is gonna be all that's it. And it looks like Patriots is gonna swiftly take the round. And they will become
the round and the game.
The Spring Champs.
And I currently play for a main team in ESEA League. I also have a degree in neuroscience, and as such, during my time in school, I used science-based approaches to optimize my gameplay in CS, vastly improving my consistency in-game. There's a concept in psychology called the Yerkes-Dodson Law, and it basically explains your entire CS experience. At low levels of arousal, you're too relaxed. Your reactions are slow, you're not fully focused. At high levels, you're overstimulated. You're jittery, overthinking, and panicking in fights. But there's a middle zone where everything just clicks. Your reactions are fast, your decisions are instant, and you're not even thinking. That's what people call being locked in or in flow state. There are many ways to affect your placement on this curve. For example, caffeine pushes you up this curve. A little bit, you're more alert, more focused. Too much, now your aim is shaky and you're overthinking everything. That's why people pair caffeine with L-theanine. It smooths out the stimulation and reduces that jittery feeling. Haskell specifically found that this improved baseline reaction time, especially when caffeine was paired with L-theanine compared to placebo. Another thing is also making sure your warm-up addresses your weak points to make sure you are going into your games more balanced. For example, I am a high sensitivity player, so I dedicate a portion of my warm-up to focusing on my micro adjustments. I could make a whole other video on how to formulate the perfect warm-up for yourself, and that's just how in-depth you can really get with it. So there's clearly a lot of layers to consistency and performance in CS. So what can you do to best optimize it? First of all, control your state. Don't go into games too hyped or half asleep. You want to stay in that middle zone. Keep your inputs consistent. Same warm-up, same caffeine timing, same routine. One thing that can help is controlled breathing just before your match. Try breathing in for 4 seconds, holding for 4 seconds, and breathing out for 8 seconds. This breathing technique will help to stabilize your nervous system so your aim feels more locked instead of jittery. Miliacio's paper on sports performance and breathing rate also found that controlled rhythmic breathing can help to improve focus and concentration for better athletic performance. He also mentions the importance of finding an appropriate breathing rate for the individual, which can be different for everyone. An underrated tip is also controlling your blood sugar. Diet plays a huge part in not only your fitness, but also your cognition and performance. If your energy spikes or crashes mid-game, your consistency dies. So try to avoid high sugar drinks or snacks. If you need some sort of pre-game snack, maybe try a banana or some protein. Sleep is also huge. If you're tired, your reaction time and your decision making drop. Simple as that. Try to get a full 8 hours of sleep and keep your sleep window consistent plus or minus 1 hour. Your reaction time and decision making are heavily tied to your circadian rhythm, which we can see in research these days as well. In a meta-analysis by Alhola on sleep deprivation, based on the results of several studies, it was concluded that circadian rhythm can affect alertness and cognitive performance. It also mentions that the circadian rhythm reaches its peak in the morning or before noon, which induces greater alertness. Creatine is also an awesome supplement that has so much research backing it. While most commonly known for increased muscle mass due to increasing water in muscle cells, it's also very well researched in its benefits for cognitive and reaction performance. Creatine is one of my personal daily drivers in terms of supplements. Even being dehydrated can hurt your aim, which is why it can be very beneficial to consume electrolyte beverages, especially for longer CS sessions, as it can prevent fatigue. The last thing I'm going to touch on is the importance of micro resetting between rounds. Everyone has bad rounds or missed shots. No one can be 100% consistent. But what matters is what you do to bring yourself back after a bad round. That's how you gain consistency across games. After a bad round, don't think about the mistake. Rather, do a quick physical reset. Relax your grip, take a deep breath, sit back for a couple of seconds. You're preventing a mental spiral before it starts instead of trying to fix it later. A lot of these things will also help you in other areas of life as well. Many of these are lifestyle choices, just like any athlete would have to keep in mind in order to keep performance sharp. Along with the sources presented in this video, I've also provided other papers that I based much of this video on. I encourage you to do your own research before introducing anything new to your body. If you enjoy these kinds of videos where I present to you a science-based approach on CS, please consider liking and subscribing, and comment if you'd like to see a video on formulating a warm-up routine. Thanks for watching, and good luck.